And I think that this is a come to Jesus moment for him where he can't, with like a good conscience, look in the mirror and watch this team play basketball right now when he's not on the floor and say that he's a net positive.
Yeah.
Because he's not. Now, do they need him in certain spots defensively? Sure. You know, like he's done a great job on Jokic over the years. I thought Al Horford did a pretty good job on him yesterday. You know, I think for the most part, did a pretty good job. Draymond needs to embrace the role of coming off the bench, playing sparingly. That's the best for him. That's the best for the team. That's the best for the organization. And this isn't about Steph Curry or, you know, Steph only plays well alongside Draymond. That's just not true. Like, that's just not true. You know, they've won games, and I charted all the ones where Steph played. They destroyed the Utah Jazz, where Steph played and Jimmy didn't play, and Draymond didn't play. They've won games with Jimmy and no Steph and no Draymond on the floor. They've won games with just Steph Curry and no Jimmy. And for example, the Miami game where Jimmy went down and Steph didn't play in that one. There's a role for Draymond Green on this team, but it's definitely not starting, and it's definitely not being a pillar. And I'm not just talking about this year, to finish this year. Joe, I'm talking about next year.
Yeah.
Next year, if he's not ready to embrace that role, then I think we need to have a real hard discussion on what you do with his roster spot, because they cannot have him out there. Look, Al Horford has been better in the last month or so than Draymond.